Good evening and welcome to the Suggestion Box, your Friday night source for live improv entertainment. Featuring Danny Roque, Denny Siegel, Dylan White, Tom Carrozza, guest starring Stephanie Renee Wall, and now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, the man of the hour, the always beautiful, clever, and witty, Mr. Paul Carganilla.
I want to know what hour I am the man of, because I need to find that time and break that clock.
You're the man of this hour.
All right. Well, that's not true, because we've got plenty of amazing players in the game tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third episode ever of the Suggestion Box. Our Vaudacity improv players are here to bring you a full hour of incredible improv comedy straight to your eyeballs and ear holes here on the Vaudacity network. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to be able to join you there, wherever you are in your home. And I cannot express to you enough just how thankful we are, how grateful we are to have you along on this journey as we started these shows on the YouTubes when the stay-home order started in March, and we're up to just about 900 subscribers on this network. If last night we hit 900 subscribers during Hunter Ackerman's Lovecast, and then somebody unsubscribed since then because we bumped back down to 899 last time we checked.
That person is a big jerk, and I'm gonna find who they are.
Sam's gonna hunt you down, but if you are watching the show right now and you have not yet subscribed, or you don't have a YouTube channel to subscribe, or a YouTube account to subscribe with, please do us a favor, create a YouTube account real quick and subscribe. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, a whole new world is going to open to us for this network, for these shows, these entertainers, to be able to just share our talents, share these amazing nights of entertainment with more people, and just have the ability to do so much more. So please subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this video that's on right now if you haven't yet. And if you are watching and you, as you know, the live stream tonight is free. But if you are able to support our performers with a pay what you can virtual ticket for the show, we've got the links to the cast, Venmo, and PayPal in the description of this video here on YouTube. It's at Online Variety Show on Venmo and paypal.me/Online Variety Show. Any tips, donations will get spread out amongst all the performers here tonight. Without further ado, I want to introduce those performers here tonight. They're going to come in and play our first game all together. The game is called World's Worst. And in this game, our players are going to take suggestions from you all at home of any type of profession. So we need to see you start filling up that YouTube feed with different professions, and we're going to see them step forward and show us a moment in the world's worst person doing that profession. It'll make more sense once they get started. But while those professions come in, those jobs come in, I want to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, the way I'm looking at them, to my right on the screen, stage left, Miss Denny Siegel. Give it up for Denny. To her right, Mr. Danny Roque. Give it up for Danny. Oh, now it's all shuffled around. Somebody turned off their camera. Oh, he moved. Did you do that on purpose? Well, taking Danny's spot, Mr. Dylan White. Give it up for Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Directly below me, only in order on the screen, but he's high above me in so many other ways. Give it up for Tom Carrozza.
Oh, I like being below you. That's not a bad place to be.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Well,
and I'm to Dylan's left.
Ooh, ah.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the first time tonight on the Suggestion Box, give it up for the VOD Squad's own Stephanie Renee Wall.
Woo!
I'm so excited and I'm very nervous, so be merciful. I am amongst comedy giants, but I'm very excited.
Welcome.
Somebody walk in when I wasn't.
You calling me fat? What? I don't.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our world's worst, the first thing popping up here on the screen is from Mr. Matthew King out there in Simi Valley, California. Carpenter. Let's see the world's worst carpenter.
I'm here to save your souls. I'm not going to make you a rocking chair.
All right, class.
Jesus.
I've been at this a long time.
I swallowed my nails. Could you just give me the Heimlich real quick?
What? Measure once, cut twice? What? No, that's for measuring's for rookies. Just cut it.
I'd say y'all nailed it.
Oh, you said cut the maple. I have bad news about your wife, Mabel.
So yeah, we've been working on this building for a while, and
I brought a very large jar of termites. That is the best way to bring this house down.
You know how they say you make a better door than a window?
Just look at me like I'm Jesus, except I say the F word a lot.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I have a similar one. Just like me, they long to be far from you.
Aww.
Bad carpenter.
Bad.
All right, the world's worst barber.
All right, Mr. Roque, you're done.
What do you mean? Why am I heading straight for your butt? You said to go for the split end.
Just keep your head like this. All you have to do is walk around with your head just like this all the time, and it'll be straight. It looks great.
In my cult, we do not believe in scissors. I'm going to chant your hair off. Get ready. Here it comes. Hunyanya, hunyanya.
everybody signs their work.
I'm giving myself bangs.
Okay, when you said you meant you wanted a little trim, you said, all right.
Yeah, this salon, we use Clorox. I know you wanted highlights, but like that's what we use here. So it's tough times. You're welcome.
You said you wanted a little off the top. I'm a moil.
Garbage man. World's worst garbage man.
You got a little problem with maggots. Maybe you didn't know. I'm just going to leave them there on your front step. You could just have a little talk with them later.
It's sanitation removal woman.
Yeah. Oh, lady. What you got in there? You got dirty diapers from your baby from all week? Oh, forget that. I'm not taking those.
You mean you stop for lunch?
My name's Oscar. I'm just going to hang out here. This is nice. I'm going to order cable.
I'm going to drive today, and you got to haul the garbage into the back of the truck. I got a little shoulder spasm, so I can't do it.
College professor. World's worst college professor.
All right, everyone repeat after me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, you take your paper and you put it in the milk-based paste, then you stick it on the... Oh, no, I'm a collage professor.
Imagine you're an ice cream cone and it's cold. Go.
Feel
Hey, guys.
the motion. Sorry, Danny.
Welcome to my Zoom class.
Why won't any of my students do anything for an A?
Being a college professor has made me affluent. I can afford my insurance. And what else can I mispronounce? I'm trying to, yeah, go ahead.
You kids, we're going to get jiggy with it. What the what? Let's floss.
Hey, kids. Welcome to my master's class.
We're gonna end on milkman.
Oh.
Milkman.
Oh boy.
I am a dairy product gathering woman, you ass!
Yeah, I mean, the air conditioning went out on my truck, so sorry.
I usually charge extra for curdling. I'll let it go for free.
Yeah, I know, but I save on bottles. Come on, Bessie.
Forget the product, kid. Is your ma home? Sonny boy of mine.
Ding dong. Well, hello there. You know, you've heard that thing about, I think she's having the milkman's baby. I could make that happen for you.
Yeah, I got some street stuff for you. It's yogurt.
You didn't tip me last Christmas, so I'm only bringing 2% of what I usually bring.
Ah! Oh, I thought we all screamed for ice cream.
I don't know what you call it. It's halfway between milk and cottage cheese.
Ooh. Yes, I misunderstood you. I brought cottage chess. I thought we could have a quick game instead. This is the world's worst, all right.
This is the world's worst.
Checkmate from Tom Carrozza. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Denny, Dylan, Danny, Tom, and Steph. These are our players here tonight, and we're going to see a lot more of them within the next 47 minutes. So strap on those seatbelts and get ready for some good times here on the Vaudacity Network. The suggestion box. Next up, we're going to play New Choice. Now, in this game, our players are going to act out a scene based on a suggestion, but at any point, if I don't like a line that they said, I get to say New Choice, like the voice of God. I'll turn up my reverb.
So rude.
New Choice.
I like it. It's hot.
And I'll say New Choice. And then they have to choose a new line of dialogue until I'm happy with it. So our players for this game, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tom Carrozza and Danny Roque. What we need from the audience for this game is let's get a location. Give me a location. They're going to start the scene at that location. And again, I get to play the voice of God. And if I don't like anything that they say, I get to choose whether or not to do an instant rewrite. Instant rewrite.
This is a hard game for those of you watching. It is.
I like Julie Emery. She's piping in all the way from the city of Orange, and her suggestion is the garage. They are in the garage, ladies and gentlemen. New Choice for the suggestion box, episode 3. Tom and Danny.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, buddy, I'm afraid this job is gonna cost you more than you were thinking.
Oh, well, it's my only mode of transportation. I have to do whatever. I trust you.
Really?
New Choice.
I don't trust you, but I'm willing to do whatever you say because I have no other choice.
See, that's what I was thinking too. So look, you know what a carburetor is?
I've heard the word before.
Oh, well, then you got a bad one. Yeah.
New Choice.
Well, then you gonna have to have a second one installed.
New Choice.
Well, you're not gonna be able to run this car at all because yours is missing.
We've had a lot of thefts in the neighborhood. They just take away car parts and things like that. I actually pushed the car here from home. I knew it would. I actually had the car airlifted. I have a helicopter as well.
New Choice.
I imagined the car in my driveway, then I imagined the car here and teleported it that way. So if you could just look in there again. I know you've got 4 stars in your Yelp review. I have a lot of faith that you can fix this.
Yeah, I could fix it, but you're the fella I've been hearing about. My business is down to about 1/10 what it was because of some genius who's teleporting people all over the city. Is that you?
I've been experimenting. I'll go that far. If you want, I could divert them right to your garage. I mean,
No.
if you want, I could divert them to White Castle. if you want, I could divert them to a funeral home. They're kind of have slow business lately too. I'm helping people by bringing you customers this way.
You're not helping me with dead people at a funeral home, okay? The only thing you're killing is my business. I tell you what, I would like you, next time you're passing by here with a broken vehicle, keep right on going, because I'm glad your car is broken.
New choice.
You know what? Next time you're passing by, I'm happy to hear it, because I'm going to sell what's left of your vehicle for junk.
New choice.
You know what? Next time you're passing by here, I suggest you keep on going. Because if I ever see you again, I'm going to fill your car full of lead like Bonnie and Clyde's vehicle.
I would call that a direct threat. And I might mention that in a Yelp review, that you're threatening me you don't want my business. You want me to keep driving past you.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you a Yelp person?
I'm a very big Yelp person.
Oh, well,
I
was just kidding.
Yeah, well, then find me a new carburetor, put it in there, and let's get this jalopy back on the road. I need my car.
You're right. Your car is very important to you. Have you got the $6,000 it's going to take to fix that carburetor?
New choice.
Have you got the $5,000 it's going to take to do that carburetor?
New choice.
I could probably get it done for a dozen Krispy Kremes and a gallon of milk.
Wouldn't you know it? That's exactly what I have. Here's the Krispy Kremes and a gallon of milk, which does not expire for another 8 days. So there you go.
Well, and you say you're going to put a good review on Yelp.
Yes, I will. And
New choice.
I probably might.
New choice.
No, I refuse.
Well, you know what? It seems that there's not a carburetor available for whatever this vehicle is for like anywhere this side of the Rockies.
It's a 75 Malibu. That's not that old. Could you look like it's a 1999 Alfa Romero. Those should be very easy to find. It's a Fred Flintstone mobile. I really don't need a carburetor. I use it by running with my feet. So forget the whole thing. Give me the donuts back.
Now, look, I've already, first of all, bitten most of these donuts because I'm really into Krispy Kremes. Second of all, if you notice, we're at the bottom of hills. Everywhere you go, there ain't no way, Fred, you're getting that car out of here unless you pay me to put a motor or a carburetor or extra feet in there. So So there's no way you're getting out of here unless you pay me to tow it up the hill for you.
New choice.
So there's no way you're getting out of here unless that helicopter of yours flies both ways.
New choice.
So there's no way you're getting out of here unless we work out something and I give you a good deal on this new vehicle over here.
You seem to forgot how I got it here in the first place. I beamed it here, and I can beam it back home, Jack.
You didn't tell me that works both directions. You can beam stuff out of here?
Everything I do works in both directions.
New choice.
It only works for me in one direction, but I've got great hope that I could return the car back to my driveway.
New choice.
I smell French fries. Do you smell French fries? Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, well, your engine block was so hot. We have some cut up potatoes there cooking, and they're probably done if you'd like a little something.
Oh, I would love.
Sure. See,
they're delicious.
There you go. Yeah. I'm thinking of opening a little diner connected to the garage. What do you think?
Sure, why not? You could use the grease in both places.
Friendships can be found anywhere you look. We can work out our differences.
Over potatoes.
We can all have lunch together and just work it all out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tom and Danny. Don't tell me you've never teleported your car to a mechanic and made new friends and grilled some lunch in the process.
It happens every day, I'm sure.
Thanks,
It does, somewhere in the world. You just don't know about it. Next up, we're going to play the game called Hot Topics. This is a new one for the Vaudacity Network and the Vaudacity Improv players. In this game, we're going to need a few suggestions. I need to know some hobbies, some interests that you have that people have that they are experts on. It could be like a profession or just something like Tom likes to say, haunted houses, or like Dungeons and Dragons. He doesn't say that, but I do. Or Magic the Gathering. No, like sea animals. Anything that you are an expert on, or people are experts on, let us know here in the feed, and we're gonna get those suggestions for this game. We're gonna go ahead and invite our players in. We're gonna have Tom, Danny, Denny, and Stephanie Renee Wall. Come on in. Tom is actually gonna be the host of this game once it gets rolling, but what's going to happen here is the other three, Steph, Danny, and Denny, are panelists, and they've got passionate opinions about things that most people would probably find mundane. But Tom is the host is going to present them with some questions or some scenarios, and they're going to give their expertise on the subject based on their background, which you are filling up the feed with right now. Looks like should I dole them out?
Sure.
Go ahead and go in
number one, number two, number three.
Yeah, clockwise order. Number one, Danny Roque is at the top of the clock in my screen here. He is an expert on playing drums. He's an expert on percussion. Next up, as I'm looking, is Stephanie Renee Wall. She is a beekeeper, and looks like. Now Danny's going to go switch it all up again. He's going to switch positions. Danny,
He's still a drummer. I don't care where he goes.
Just a note from production to not turn off your camera. Please do not turn off your camera. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, he'll be back, I'm sure.
I love it.
And finally, Denny, it looks like she is an expert on, or she is very passionate about pollution in the ocean.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So in review, Danny Roque, whenever he comes back and fixes the screen here, Danny, while you were gone, production came on and said, listen, you can't turn off the camera because it screws everything up.
Somebody's wife told me that.
This is not Saturday night.
Not enough
It's
coverage.
Friday, Dan.
So in review, Danny is a drum enthusiast expert. Stephanie Wall is a beekeeper expert. And Miss Denny Siegel is an expert on ocean pollution. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hand it over to Mr. Tom Carrozza, your host of Hot Topics.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. People, go figure, huh? I am your host, Waterfall. And tonight we have crumbs in my beard. Should have checked before I started. Anyway, we have three guests that I have not met yet because they were randomly selected from the Vaudacity Network lottery. I don't know who they are, so let's find out who they are. Number one, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, my name is Rhonda Coral. I guess, given my name, it was a natural that I would become Brooklyn's #1 advocate against pollution in the ocean, or as I call it, pollution. And I spend most of my time at Coney Island trying to get people to read my pamphlets. And in lieu of that, I'm very loud. And I will wade in the middle of the issue in the ocean, even in January when it's covered in oil.
Oh, like the Polar Bear Club. That's what they do, too. They go in the ocean when
I make them shower first. We don't need more bacteria in that ocean, believe me.
Good to know. Panelist number two, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, my name is Bill Thumpin, and I'm a percussion expert.
Mm-hmm.
Thumpin's my game, and drumming's my playing.
Wow. Now you've written a book. You've written a book about drumming, haven't you?
I did. It's called Smack Me Here.
Well, I would read that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Panelist number three. Hi. Who are you? What do you do?
Hello, my name is Constance Sanchez, and I am a keeper of a small colony of bees, and I'm very interested in earth preservation, so we have the ocean and the earth covered. Who knew?
And bees and drums. It's going to be a great night.
I just want to point out there are a lot of things in the ocean that start with B.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
That's exactly.
A lot of bodies in the ocean. Anyway, the first topic I want to talk about is homeschooling. New circumstances. Now all the parents have to teach their kids from home, or they're doing online classes instead of going to a classroom. What do you guys think about that? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I'll kick it off. First of all, I have to say, I figured it out once on a Seiko calculator. Because I still have it from 1978. I'm very concerned about the earth. I don't throw anything out. That 78.6% of what I learned in school I don't use. Calculus, cosine and cosine and gerunds and dangling participles. What the hell is that? I don't know. But what we do need to teach our kids about is the environment, because they're going to be living here. So I say, you're worried about COVID? Get out of the house, get down to the shore, and sit there with your kids. Make a fake iPad or tablet out of sand, pretend you're talking, but really teach them. You want to talk about Zoom, talk about how fast a dolphin can zoom away from a predator such as a great white, and preserve the earth.
With the homeschooling, though, are they missing out on social exercise and seeing friends in person? Number two.
No, because you can homeschool with a school of fish, and that will be your new classmates.
Well, let's see what
and you will socialize with them.
Let's see what our drummer has to say about that. Homeschooling, music being taught over, this way. What do you think?
Well, I think whatever you're teaching, whether it's in person or on Zoom, is very important. I mean, there's so little for such a short time.
Yeah.
And they'll be bigger before you know it. And by the time you turn around, they'll be ready to start on their own. I mean, man, the rhythm of life waits for no one. Next thing you know, life's over, baby. Life's over.
Well, what about you, B lady? Don't you think that homeschooling is kind of more difficult than actually going to school?
Well, Constance, and homeschooling can be incredibly difficult unless you are a part of a network, if you're a part of a hive, a community of people where you can reach out to your friends. I mean, there obviously has to be the teacher or the queen bee, if you will, that is instructing within the hive. But if you reach out and you become part of a school, as our ocean friend was saying, then, it's actually quite effective. I don't know about the music thing. I did like that first drum you were playing. We like mellow sounds, soothing sounds, maybe that nice, easy, light gym bass. I think we've lost our drummer. But regardless, homeschooling can be very
Yes, it's a very good insight. I want to ask you now, this has changed a lot of things. If they came out with a vaccine to counter the virus, would you get it? Drummer guy, would you want to go first on this? How do you feel about taking a vaccine?
That little drum I carry.
I think he already took some.
What now? Oh,
would you take a vaccine?
Well, I don't know. I would, because I like to be the first one to test things out. I mean, man, if something is new and different, you want to be on the cutting edge. You don't want to slide in after everybody else has tried it. I mean,
that's brave.
Plus, I figure I'd be somebody people would look up to. Maybe I could help them drum up business.
Yeah, very good. What about you, Constance? Would you take the vaccine if they just turned one out next week?
Absolutely not. I couldn't disagree more. I believe in keeping things organic and natural. And I absolutely believe that you just need to go outside and lick some leaves and eat some dirt. And that will be a natural antibiotic for you. You don't want to mess with what's already working.
Okay, very interesting.
I'm in for the organic and natural, just in case,
Yeah. All right. And ocean pollution.
Rhonda.
Sorry,
yes.
Rhonda.
I'm glad that this organic thing came up, because I have been secretly injecting myself with shark cartilage for 25 years. They are the apex predator of the sea and possibly of the earth, if you ask me. I don't know. I haven't had a cold in a long time. So I think forget about this monoxaquoxaquil. I think we need to look at the box jellyfish, the sharks. These are the predators of the sea. They've been around for millions of years. Let's take a tip from them.
All right, and wrapping this up quickly, I heard that an asteroid is going to strike the Earth just before our presidential election. It's even in our astrology, and I'm kind of believing this is going to actually happen. B-Lady, what do you think about that? An asteroid crashing into Earth just before
It's truly a possibility. I mean, honestly, I've been noticing that my personal hive, the worker bees, are kind of dwindling as we go, and that means something is happening atmospherically. So whether it's the asteroid crashing or it's just really humid outside, I'm not sure, but an asteroid is definitely a possibility, in which case, enjoy the last few days of being with your hive.
Yeah. What about you, drummer boy? What do you think? Is this asteroid going to happen?
I know, I heard about this, but man, don't worry. I've been working on this for months. I've got everybody in the Western Hemisphere everybody's going to get a drum. And all at the same time, we're going to hit it and all jump at the same time and move the planet just enough out of the way.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
Asteroid misses.
All right, sign me up for that. Oh, Rhonda, what do you think? Asteroid is going to happen.
I'm actually very keyed into the wildlife in the world. And I think that we're all going to go. And you know who's going to remain is the dolphins. And they are going to be laughing their dorsal fins off because they are the smartest and you don't see them killing each other. So, I think we're on the way out and they're going to take over the planet, which is all right with me. I'm friends with them. Maybe they'll give me a ride out to the ocean on one of their backs.
All right. Well, thank you for being on People.
That's
Go
the rhythm
figure.
of life.
I'm your host, Waterfall. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for playing.
It becomes a Rubik's Cube of cast members at the end and beginning of games. It's good times. And Danny Roque is
Just another reminder to please not turn off your cameras. Thank you. Bye.
Rubik's Cubes where
Danny and I are the best. We didn't turn off our cameras. Everybody else sucks. No.
I'm a technical wizard.
I got yelled at already, Steph. I got yelled at
Anybody
already.
need technical help?
Ladies and gentlemen at home, if you can hear me over the family bickering, we need a letter of the alphabet and a relationship. How about that? A letter of the alphabet and a relationship for our next game, which maybe you have guessed by now is the alphabet game, the ABC game. No matter what you call it, no matter where in the world you are from, it's always a good time. And please join me in welcoming to play this game Dylan White and Stephanie Renee Wall. Emily Thatcher, who's one of the biggest supporters of the show.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Every week, she just like is such a big contributor to the tip jar. Thank you, Emily. She came in first with the letter Q. The letter Q, which is one of the more difficult ones. The trick about this game, if you've been watching long enough, if you haven't noticed because of how often we play it, but whoever lands on X also gets Z. And
The worst.
so
Unfair.
it's just not fair, but that's just how it goes. And when you jump in with the first line, you have no idea where you're going to land at the end of the alphabet there. But the point of this game is our players are going to go through a scene where every next line of dialogue has to start with the next letter of the alphabet, and they're going to do that through the entire 42 letters of the alphabet till they come back around to the same letter, and then that's when the scene is over. So they're starting with the letter Q, and I love what... There's a lot of good ones here, but I'm going to go with Dari Mills' enemies. That is their relationship. They are enemies. And that's all you have. And it's starting with the letter Q. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steph and Dylan with the ABC game.
Quit following me around.
Really? Really? You think I'm following you around like I have nothing better to do?
Stay away from me.
Truly, you are the most self-involved human I have ever met in my entire life.
Unbelievable the ego you have.
Very well, then. Let's talk it out.
Why not? You start.
Xenophobia is something I experience, and you constantly target me for it.
You keep accusing me of things that I don't even see where you have the evidence for that.
Zorro is a less aggressive and more truthful human than you are.
Aggressive? You're calling me aggressive?
Because you constantly come after me trying to make me look stupid, and it's so rude.
Coming after you? You're the one always coming after me. Like
Don't
I said,
act
you were
like you don't know
following
what
me
I'm
around.
talking about. Don't even act like you don't know what I'm saying right now. Don't lie.
Even if I understood what you were trying to tell me, I wouldn't even want to listen because you just grate on my nerves.
For one, that's a perfect example. You don't even listen to what other people are saying. Do you see how you are?
Gotta go. I was listening to something else. You were saying?
Hello, I'm talking talking. Can you actually hear me now?
I can hear you because you're constantly talking and you're constantly loud.
Jesus, you're so ridiculous. Listen, we've been enemies for a long time, and I just feel like I don't have the time nor the energy to keep spending on hating you. So can we please like find a way to at least be peaceful together?
Keeping the peace is probably a good course of action.
Listen, why don't we just decide to keep writing music together and not try to do things socially?
Music is actually a great unifier.
Nobody ever spelled it out that way to you before, did they?
Oh, I can think of a couple people, but nobody made it as clear as you.
Probably because I'm a genius and you wish you were my friend and you're secretly in love with me.
Quit reading my mind.
Exactly
I
how
love
the
you.
best
I love
songwriting
you.
duos work. That's how all the best songwriting duos work. Give it up for Steph and Dylan. That is not an easy game. Congratulations, guys. Great job. You deserve a Medal of Honor for that one.
Thank you. I don't want to get yelled at again. Do I turn my camera off
Uh-oh.
now?
I don't know if I did it right or not.
I don't
I
know
don't-
either. Now I'm just confused.
Leave your cameras on. This is God. I'm a woman.
Dylan, you totally blew it. You turned off your camera too early again.
Knew it. Wait a minute, again, it's the first time I've ever done it.
It's very simple. Paula's going to say, and for the next game, and then we switch our cameras. Watch, he's going to do it right now.
And for the next game, it's not actually a game. This is a break in the middle of the show, quick break where I get to talk about what's happening next. And Dylan gets to, I'm sorry to give you a heart attack, Dylan, but Sam remembers that I'm coming on to talk about what's coming up later the next few days on the Vaudacity network. So today's Friday. Thank you guys so much for joining in the third Friday in a row of this improv show. If you're enjoying it, please tell your friends. We're in 51 households across the nation or across the world right now. That doesn't, count how many people are watching in each household, but we appreciate being with you. And if you're watching the show tonight, I think you would agree that it would be cool if we were in more households. I think a lot more people would enjoy this content. So please continue to tell your friends on social media, word of mouth, any way that you can. Let people know that this is happening on Friday nights here on the Vaudacity Network on YouTube. And this isn't the only thing that's happening on this channel. We have so much more. This is like a spin-off show from our Saturday night shows that we do. Tomorrow night, Saturday, which is August 29th, I believe. We're starting the night with Polly's Online Variety Show, which is music, comedy, and just a really good time. From 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Tomorrow night, our theme is we're going to the movies. All the songs, all the music that is performed live on the show tomorrow night is music that was nominated for Best Original Song at the Oscars any year. So all of our musical acts tomorrow night have chosen songs that have been nominated for an Oscar that they want to perform live for you tomorrow night right here on the VaudacityNetwork.com from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Directly following us is our other sister show, our favorite other show, Quarantine with Friends, starring Stephanie Renee Wall, who is here tonight. I don't know if they can see you. Oh, did she just mess it up, or are we good? Okay, there we are. And Alex Suarez, and of course, Mr. Dan Franklin. We both started these stay-home shows the same week. What is it now? 24 weeks ago, and now we're on the same network. It's like TGIF, if you remember back in the day on ABC, but it's TGIS now. Thank God it's Saturday with Polly's Online Variety Show at 6 and Quarantine with Friends at 8 tomorrow night right here on the network. And following that on Tuesday, of course, we're going to have Mike West back with Mike West's Quarantunes Days. He's going to be on from 6 to 6:30, I believe, playing some acoustic music. And then followed by, again, next Thursday, Hunter Ackerman's Lovecast, number 20. I think it's his 20th one that's coming up. And, of course, next weekend, Friday, of course, we'll be back. And then Saturday, this is the first time you're hearing it, Polly's Online Variety Show is going to do a spotlight on the music of Billy Joel. First time I ever told anybody that. I just decided that on my drive home tonight. So we got just a whole week of entertainment for you, and a lot more coming down the road, including, a lot of people don't know this yet, but the first ever live streamed version of my podcast, Your Creative Journey, is coming in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned for that. And in a few weeks, we have a huge show on September, I believe it's the 19th, if that's a Saturday. We have a Tiki Takeover. And we're going to talk about that at length tomorrow night on Polly's Online Variety Show, so tune in. In the meantime, if you're enjoying your show tonight and you want to tip our performers, of course, the live stream is free. But if you want to buy a virtual ticket, pay what you can, the link is, I don't know if Craig, you've got it queued up, or if it's just, I can point everybody. Oh, it's right there at the bottom of the screen. Boom, 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 boom. There's the link on YouTube, on YouTube, on Venmo, at Online Variety Show. If you just throw a tip in there, consider what you'd pay on a Friday night going out to see some entertainment, and whatever you throw in that tip jar, it'll get split amongst the cast tonight. So thank you so much.
And Paul, by the way, we are at 902 subscribers.
Yes, we are only 98 subscribers away from that magic golden ticket from YouTube. Thank you, Craig. If we can find 98 more people to subscribe to this network, a whole new world, I might be singing with my daughter tomorrow night. Tune in. But also, we'll open up to us on the YouTubes. So please tune in. With that, we're going to go to our next show, which is our next game, which is questions only. I'm going to invite all the performers to come in for this one. Now, everybody, pretty much, if you watch improv, you know this game is a game where we can only ask questions. Am I right? What's wrong, Dylan?
I was just making sure we could all, have our cameras on.
I think we can. I think we can all turn our cameras on right now, because here we are for questions only. Now, this is a game where all we get is to like, every line of dialogue has to be a question, and we're going to go in rounds, starting with 2 people, and then the next person's going to tap in, and it's all alphabetical, which is like the craziest thing. So Danny and Denny are starting.
Yes, technically they're not going to tap in. They're going to be, we're going to make a horrible noise if somebody screws up and they have to drop out.
What does that noise sound like? Everybody, 3, 2, 1. And then the next person comes in, and for this scene, we're gonna just need I'm gonna get an event. Give me an event here on the chat, and then we're gonna jump in. It's gonna be first Danny and what, Danny?
I'm sorry, just to clarify, we're not going to be alphabetical. We just happen to be going in alphabetical order. For
Correct. So Danny, Denny, Dylan, me, Steph, Tom. And we're going to see how long this lasts before we're all just going crazy insane and we have to end it. So the first thing I see over here is a baby shower. We are at a baby shower. Thank you again, Julie Emery in the city of Orange. And again, it is Danny and Denny. On your marks, get set.
Are you pregnant again?
Do you remember about 8.5 months ago when we were locked in the house and you said, what can we do to keep busy?
And you got pregnant then?
Do you remember almost 8.5 months ago when I said this is a lousy time for you to take your 8 and 1 week month tour of Europe?
Do you think you could have been a little bit more specific then?
Do you think maybe you could have intuited that I was trying to tell you something?
Are you saying this baby isn't even mine?
Where did you get that from, you moron?
You asked me if I was on a vacation.
All right, Miss Siegel, it looks like you're just about ready to give birth. A bunch of people are out there in the waiting room ready to have this shower. So I'm just doing a scene and not even answering the question. Wow, I've completely lost sight of the game already.
Did you?
Auntie Denny, are we still in the waiting room?
Do you want a coloring book or some lab paper to draw on that they usually put on the examining table?
Where are the doctors?
Did you know I was just going to use a doula?
Is it because of the pandemic?
I'm out of here.
So, do you think they got any booze here?
He's a child.
I Aren't you supposed to give the baby a bath, not a shower?
Do you know that babies are very resilient to falling water?
Does it look like I know anything about babies at all?
Do you happen to have a towel? I was ready. Whatever.
Whatever.
Bust me out.
It's Tom and Denny.
Danny.
Danny, sorry, Tom and Danny.
One letter. Am I at the right address?
Is this 329 Park Avenue?
Does it sound like I know what this address is?
No.
Did you hunt me down on Park Avenue at my doula's house?
Are you still pregnant?
Do you have any idea how the human body works, you melanin?
How many babies are you giving birth to?
Can you read a sonogram?
No.
Are you my mother?
Are you little Phineas?
Are you naming me Phineas?
Are you enjoying the inside of my vagina?
Good night, everybody.
Wow.
It was a question.
It was. No, that's just
I say let him answer.
Why do you think I came out?
Oh, that's rude.
Wait a minute. I just want to clarify. I'm not coming out. Okay.
that is what we
I just
call
want to clarify. There's nothing wrong with the inside of my vagina. He's never been there.
that is what we call in the world of improv a natural ending. Right there.
Not a happy ending, Paul. Not a happy ending.
All right. I'm going to introduce the next game now. Here I go introducing the next game. I'm introducing the next game, and that game is Time Crunch. We played it for the first time last week, and the point of this game is our two players are going to do a scene based on your suggestion. They're going to do it several different ways. They're going to do it in a minute. Then they're going to do it again in 30 seconds, then in 15, then 7, and lastly in 3. And for your suggestion, I'm going to get, how about a location? Give me another location this evening.
Not the one we were just in. Completely
Please.
different. Nowhere to do with my body.
Not in Denny's vajage or in a strip club. We did strip
Or in
club
anyone's
last week.
vajage,
A lot of
really.
people say that. So.
Oh my God.
I know, right? This is what we do on late at night on Friday nights. I'm not saying Denny. No, okay, never mind.
Just
So
give us a location.
Here we go. A concert. They're at a concert.
Dylan, can we just say vagina several more times? Because I think he's really enjoying this.
Yes, I'd certainly like to make sure that this channel never gets monetized.
We're gonna get sued.
They can say the P word on national network sitcoms. So I'm just being a lady. All right, let's go. Move on.
All right.
Let's move on. Let's all move on.
Did I say the location yet?
Concert. We're at a concert.
We're at a concert.
You're at a concert, but I'm going to change it to a suggestion we got from another cast member. Your mom's house. We're at your mom's house, and here goes the scene. The first, as I mentioned, we're going to do it several different ways. Every time the time is cut in half. Are you ready?
We are ready.
The first one is 1 minute long, and action.
I'm tired of having to come here every Thanksgiving. Your mom never even makes a turkey.
She's vegan. She makes a wonderful nut loaf.
I would just for once like to have a regular, normal Thanksgiving. Can't we go to my parents' house next year?
Your parents, they're nudists, and it's November. Listen, I went to a lot of trouble this year. I prepared. I went to my parents' house. I sliced off a little bit of the nut loaf. This year, she made it with cranberries. I want you to try it. Open up.
All right, I'll try it. Go ahead. Wait, did you say cranberries?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cranberries.
I'm allergic to cranberries. Oh my gosh, you're blowing up like I can't think of the word, like a big purple
blowfish?
fruit. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't worry about it. I have your EpiPen.
Okay.
It's in my
Give me the shot.
It's in my
Give me the
fridge.
shot.
Oh, that's a lot of cranberry juice on the front seat. Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding. Did you say the EpiPen is in my? Never mind.
I don't know.
I sure hope not.
So we're gonna do it again, and now that is, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have the same scene in half the time, 30 seconds, and action.
I am tired of coming to your mother's house every Thanksgiving.
She's a vegan. She made a nut loaf.
I just want a regular Thanksgiving. Why can't we go to my parents' house one year?
They're nudists and it's November.
All right. Well, just
Listen,
once I'd like to have.
Oh, go ahead. I went to a lot of trouble. I went to their house and she got a new nut loaf with cranberry. Here.
All right,
open up.
give me. Oh, let me try it. Wait, did you say cranberry?
Yes.
I'm allergic to cranberry.
I got my EpiPen in my vagina and my cleavage.
We're blowing up. Ah!
Cranberry juice.
Same scene in 15 seconds, and action.
I'm tired of coming to your parents' house for Thanksgiving.
She's a vegan. Here's a nut loaf. I made a
Let's
new
go
here.
to my parents' house
They're
for
nudists.
once.
It's November. It's cold.
All
Here.
right. Well, what did your mom make?
Try it. It's new. It has cranberry sauce.
All right, I'll try it. Wait a minute. Did you say cranberries?
Yes.
I'm allergic
You're
to
allergic.
cranberries.
I
I'm
have an
blowing up.
EpiPen
Give me
in my
my
vagina.
EpiPen.
Juice.
7 seconds. Same scene in 7 seconds, and action.
I don't want to go to your parents' house. I want to go to my parents' house for
She's
Thanksgiving.
vegan. They're nudists. Try this.
Fine, I'll try it. Whoa, is that real cranberry?
Cranberry's EpiPen in my
my
vagina.
EpiPen!
Ah!
One last one. Here we go. And the same scene in 3 seconds, and action.
I don't want this Thanksgiving. Don't give me the cranberries.
No,
Where's
it's
my
vegan!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Denny, Siegel, and Dylan White. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. For our next game, I'm going to introduce our next game. And our next game is called Foreign Film. In this game, we need a suggestion from everybody at home. We need something you obsess over. Just give us something you obsess over, or somebody obsesses over that you know. And also, we need like a language from another part of the world, whether it's, wherever you might want to visit, wherever you've heard exotic tongue spoken before. Just give us something you obsess over and a language from another part of the world. And our 4 players are going to be premiering their new foreign film. And 2 of our players are going to be actors in that foreign film, and the other 2 players are going to be the interpreters for the rest of us at home, because we don't understand what they're saying, and we need to know what's happening in the scene. So if I remember correctly, Denny and Tom are going to be our actors in the film, and actresses. Actors and actresses. No.
Yes.
Yes? Oh, I'm confused.
Performers.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I thought
yes.
Denny was doing the whole I'm a woman thing again.
I'm a woman. I can't be in a film.
No, don't call me an actor. I don't know. I didn't know why you were making the face.
It's called a cinema Phil. You have to be named Phil.
Well, listen, Tom, we're so glad you're joining us this night in Chelsea, New York. Tom,
I'm in New York.
Where the rest of us are here in sunny Southern California. But thank you for being here with us. So they're going to be our actors in the foreign film, and then Stephanie and Dylan are going to be, as I mentioned, interpreting for the rest of us so we understand exactly what they're saying. So the film is actually going to be about cream puffs, and looks like the language that it's going to be in is French. French. That makes sense, right?
French cinema.
Cream puffs, French. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oui.
So,
Yeah. Wait.
ladies and gentlemen, if I may introduce to you here for the first time at the Vaudacity Film Festival, the French film Cream Puff. And your interpreters this evening will be Stephanie and Dylan. And without further ado, here's a scene from the very new film, Cream Puff.
Je me libe toi, si me livez-vous.
It's been such a long time since I've been alone with you.
Oh, Henri,
Along with me. What a pleasure. And also, I smell fresh cream puffs baking in the background.
Sie me liebe und de toi.
I made them just for you.
Pour moi, on va dire ce qu'il est de à moi, à moi, à moi.
For me? Oh, you know how I love a good cream puff. I love especially vanilla. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Les Louvres, si les métoiges, et les mémés toutes éponges.
Maybe if I were to light some candles, you would let me feed the cream puff to you in a very romantically French way.
Alors que je vois le français, alors Asie, avec asperges de
I don't want you to put them just in my mouth. I want you to put it on my nose, in my eyes. See, I'll lift my glasses up for you because I like it when you put it in my eyes.
Je me liebe toi.
Here.
Ah, c'est que j'en ai vécu! Ah, sacré bleu!
What are you thinking? I was just trying to be sexy and even actually put it in my eyes. Now I'm going to apply.
Ah, si me pouvais toi, et pièces d'orage, je vais le ras.
Oh, but I've never been able to pick up on social clues. I have a disorder.
Oh, c'est que j'en ai vécu. Ah, mais je sais pas ce que c'est sacré. Ah, mais j'ai
Oh no, I am so sorry. I know we've been together for 11 years, but this is information you've never told me. I still love you. Mwah.
Eiffel Tower, und de toi, Edith Piaf.
I've just never felt comfortable telling you until now.
I want you to feel comfortable to tell me anything. It's because I love you.
Bibble toi, le bouble toi.
Do you want to maybe open up a cream puffed boulangerie with me?
José?
Would I? Of course!
Zibe toi, j'imagine toi, zive zund.
Wonderful! All of my dreams are coming true. Please run away with me.
Allez,
Great! Let's go to America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new French film about cream puffs. Give it up for Denny, Dylan, Tom, and Steph.
I like the way Tom's voice drops an octave when he does French.
At any point,
I didn't realize Pia Zadora was a French word.
Well, tonight it was. I squeezed her in.
I learned a lot during these two.
Anybody with kids, Dylan, Steph, at any point do you feel like you're like minions in the Despicable movies?
Yes, yes, I do.
Did anybody
Except
know
on
that
a
I...
daily basis.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, go ahead, Denny. What?
Never mind. You don't have to have kids to enjoy Minions, I hope. Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know, like if people
Oompa Loompas.
just watch them.
Little
The
things.
Minions.
They still look like Twinkies to me. They do.
They do look like Twinkies. Thank you. Why doesn't anybody else see it except for us? Everybody else is like, what? No. I'm like, they're walking Twinkies with
Speaking
glasses.
of Twinkies, if you
Go on.
guys at home have noticed, we're at the end of our time. But if you
Oh,
wanted,
Twinkies.
if you wanted just an encore, if you threw some encores up in the chat here, we might have another game for you.
We
But
might have one up our...
in
Sleeves! Oh, please, God, say sleeves.
in the meantime, give it up for Denny, Dylan, Tom, Steph, and Danny Roque.
And you too, Polly. Give it up for Polly.
Yes,
give it
we're not leaving, right? We have another game. You know that, right?
If they say encore.
No, they have to beg for it? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey.
Oh, and there it is. They're
look at that. Okay, yay.
Encores. There it is. All right, so we're gonna play another game, and it's called Press Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this game. Who's hosting?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Get out, Blondie! Get out!
So
Okay, I love you.
Stephanie-
Bye.
Check on chat. We'll notify you on chat.
Yeah, but don't look at the YouTube.
I can text her also. You want me to text you?
Denny, will you
I'll
text
text
me?
you. I'll text
The
her.
texting.
Thank
So
you.
for this game, Stephanie has done something. She's done something amazing with a celebrity at a location, and they were wearing something very interesting at the time. So we're gonna need all four of those aspects. If you are watching at home, you know this game from Polly's Online Variety Show. Throw any suggestions in there. We're just gonna grab what Stephanie did, where she was, who she was with, and what she was wearing. She has no idea, but she's going to host a press conference, and we're gonna play the media members, the press at the conference, and through our questions, hopefully she will come to grips with what she did, who she was with, where she was, and what they were wearing. First thing I see from Nora Roque is Brad Pitt. She was with Brad Pitt.
Oh, too bad she wasn't wearing him. Am I right?
But she was wearing a hula skirt. I've got here. She was a chicken suit. That's good. Just a second too late. She was on the Matterhorn, and what did I say? I said she was with Brad Pitt on the Matterhorn.
What did she do?
Hula skirt.
We need to know what she did.
Yeah. What did she do?
Come on, it's Brad Pitt, folks. What do you think she did? Come on now.
Whoa.
Laughed.
So they're still coming in, and it's different things that we already have. What did they do?
What crime was it?
What amazing accomplishment did she
Feat.
achieve?
Or crime?
Yeah, what anything.
Here we go. So she was singing.
Oh, with
Brad
Brad Pitt.
Pitt on the Matterhorn wearing a hula skirt.
Who
And
hasn't?
she was singing with Brad Pitt on the Matterhorn wearing a hula skirt, and of course for that we need a press conference. We're gonna do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring back Stephanie.
Oh, that's me. I got to tell her.
Yeah,
come back.
text her. Have her come
You
back.
had one job. And when she comes back in, we are going to celebrate her. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, players, for doing this, like through the COVID, through everything that's going on. What, Denny? Go ahead.
I've waited my whole life to use the word shameless plug, and I'm going to use it now.
Let's hear it.
I'll be on Quarantine with Friends tomorrow with Stephanie Wall, Alex Suarez, and Dan Franklin.
And that is at 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time here on the Vaudacity Network.
So exciting.
Special guest, Denny Siegel.
Following in the footsteps of Dylan White.
White.
In the meantime, let's welcome our guest of honor, Stephanie. Welcome.
Thank you.
Give it up for Steph. We're so excited to have you here. And I know we're kind of pressed on time. We're running a little bit late, but we're just so glad that you had a moment to share with us. I'm going to go ahead and ask the first question, and then I'll step away at least for a minute. And I just want to know, how do you feel? How do you feel?
You know what? I just feel so invigorated after such an exciting event. I just feel full of life and vibrancy and like I could do it again.
Oh, well, if you're going to do it again, you're going to have to wait a little while. But Rona Barrett from Movie Star Monthly, what was it? What was your companion really like? I know a lot of people want to know. I sure do.
Well, my companion was very generous and kind and very, very on board with what I was up to.
Fritz Twipple from Agricultural Times. You've gotten in trouble because you've been abusing some plant life, wearing it in a provocative way. Would you like to address that?
Well, my poison ivy costume can get a little, revealing from time to time. But, I thought it would be tastefully appropriate and not too revealing.
Well, she moved past that poison ivy, thank you, to more humane agriculture. But just like, were you able, choosing that to wear when you did what you did with who you did it with, were you able to move your hips with the seatbelt on like that?
Well, it's difficult to move around when you are wearing a car seat made out of ficus leaves. It is important. It won't stay on your body unless you keep the seatbelt on. So, next question. A bald man. Yes.
Hi, Chick Feathers here from You Bet Your Ass It's Real magazine. Which one of you spotted the creature first?
Which one of us spotted the creature first? Well, it was me. I have excellent eyesight, and I was able to see the monster that was heading towards me before my partner did.
Fritz Twipple again. Is it true you were attacked by 12 monkeys while you were doing this?
Yes. What a banana outfit does lure monkeys over.
But 12 of them. 12.
Yeah, a dozen. There were a dozen monkeys.
Were there 12 or were there 7?
I couldn't really count all of them. The banana costume, I was too busy focusing on the attacker. Go ahead, in the collared shirt.
Yeah, hi, Rock Star from Billboard magazine. I was just wondering how you thought anybody was going to be able to hear you and your companion with all of that extra noise and all of the other screaming happening.
Well, conquering such a huge monster at an amusement park in a banana costume is truly a difficult thing to do. But, I have excellent vision and supersonic hearing, turns out. So.
Did they charge you extra for bringing those bananas in?
Well, they think that I'm bananas occasionally. And since my costume was Chiquita Banana, like a Carmen Miranda type of outfit, just bananas. It was just made of bananas. And no, they didn't charge me extra. The woman over there, go ahead.
Yes, I'm just still Rona Barrett. I'm just wondering, I don't know about the banana thing, but I mean, whatever you were wearing was pretty tropical. Weren't you cold in the place you were in the amusement park, even what you were wearing? I mean, you know where you were, right?
Yeah. Being stuck in a freezer at the amusement park.
There's a monster in a freezer at the amusement park?
Well, he's a sneaky one. But no, I was in the frozen Hyperion theater.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if while you and your companion were doing this, I understand that you weren't allowed to stand. Was it difficult for you to remain seated, please? To permanecer sentados, por favor?
Well, when I am on the Matterhorn, it is important in my banana costume to keep that seatbelt. Because no, I couldn't stand, but I again have lots of superpowers. Go ahead, the man in the black shirt. Go ahead, yes.
Hey, I think she meant my black shirt.
Sure.
Wearing my tie-dye today, but I'm obsessed with. It's Ronnie from Weed Smoker magazine. I was obsessed with your skirt. I'm obsessed with that in general, but also like, were you cold in the Matterhorn? Was it a big difference? Like, were you wishing you were dancing on a dashboard wearing that?
Well, I do. I love a hula girl costume. It gets a little breezy, but it's, but I feel like I can do my job in anything, truly. Yes. And the other black shirted man, Go ahead.
Yes, Fritz Twipple from Agricultural Times again.
Fritz, thank you. Yes.
Yes, you had a lot of trouble with cherries and avocados because of the thing in the middle. The hard thing in the middle of a cherry, the hard thing in the middle of a
pit. Yes. The pit of the cherry. That's right. Mm-hmm. I tend to stick with coconuts and grass. And I don't typically work with pits very often, except for this time because I was with Brad Pitt. So it's a one-off occasion that he's the only pit I will work with. The man in the glasses, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Chick Feathers again. So when you guys were together, were you doing it at the same time or taking turns?
Well, when Brad Pitt and I do it, we often do it at the same time on the Matterhorn, despite the cold. In the red shirt, the lady, what was your name again? Rhonda
Barrett from Movie Star Monthly.
Thank you,
I'm just curious, this activity you were doing, Did it live up to your expectations? I mean, I've heard he's a pretty sharp dresser. Did it fall flat? How was the whole thing for you?
You know, he is a sharp dresser, and he never disappoints. You know, Brad Pitt and I on the Matterhorn. In
Doing
the blue
what?
shirt.
Doing what
Yes.
again?
Brad Pitt and I
sorry.
doing the nasty.
Oh dear, not what I heard. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's
So,
part of
yeah, again, rock star from Billboard magazine. So
Sure.
when you and Brad Pitt were on the Matterhorn, I, would have expected if you were going to be doing this, you'd actually be yodeling, but instead you chose not to. So what made you do this? And did you think it was going to chart? Like, on what scale do you think you might, rank?
I think I would rank on the scale while Brad Pitt and I were, we chose not to yodel. We chose to sing a rock theme.
Thank you, everyone, for your time. I know it's arduous, but for the sake of the cameras, everyone who's filming right now, can you just tell us what you did, who you were with, what you were wearing, and where you were?
Well, yes, I was with Brad Pitt on the Matterhorn with our seatbelts fastened, of course, and we were singing for our lives, and I chose to wear the bold choice of a hula girl costume.
Yes.
What was the monster? Oh, the monster, the Matterhorn. I understand now. I was so stuck on we slayed a monster. Bless. Oh,
I
God.
can't believe Brad Pitt went to Disneyland without all those kids. That was rude.
I know. He likes me best.
And
You did a great job.
Should have brought
were
his
you
children.
singing at Disneyland without getting paid?
I mean, do we usually get paid?
They pay you? Wait.
What?
With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a hand for all of our improv performers tonight. Denny, Dylan, Danny, Tom, and Stephanie Renee Wall. Thank you so much for an amazing third episode of The Suggestion Box. I know Tom, Danny, Steph, and Dylan will be back tomorrow night on Polly's Online Variety Show. Denny, are you going to join us at all for that? Or?
I think so. I was going to talk to Steph and see if there's any hoo-ha before her show, but I'd like to. And
you on the
I also
spot.
wanted to just re-thank you and give a special thanks to the man who's been yelling at us all night, Sam!
Sam!
Give it up for Sam.
Where are you? Sam?
And of course, give it up for Craig Jackman.
Mr.
He's
Craig
at home.
Jackman.
He's on the chats helping us out and helping out behind the scenes as he always does every
Sorry,
week.
Craig.
Craig and Sam, thank you so much. Steph, Danny, Dylan, Denny, and Tom.
I'm
We'll
staying
see
up
you
late.
all tomorrow night right back here. Polly's Online Variety Show at 6 p.m. Quarantine with Friends at 8 p.m. It's going to be a great time filled with Oscar-nominated music. And yeah. I'm so sorry. We're confusing you with 12 Monkeys and 7.
7. That was
We
good.
were knocking
That
on the
was
Brad
good.
Pitt door, but very vaguely.
Very big.
I was thinking, you said 7, and I was like, oh gosh, who's in the movie 7? Am I making this up in my mind? And then you said Pitt, and I was like, okay, it's Brad. That was good. And the matter with the seatbelt, I'm sorry about the ficus tree. I don't know.
That was good. We wanted to confuse you.
I was just about to ask you if his wife was about to kick your butt.
Baby,
Which
it's
she would.
Morgan Freeman.
Which wife?
I'm Morgan Freeman, thanking you for watching the movie 7 and inviting you to tune in tomorrow night to the Vaudacity Network. Once
Hey,
again,
Paul. What's in the Zoom box? What's in the Zoom box?
What's in the suggestion box?
Oh, how did I miss that?
It's not Stephanie's hat, is it?
Hey, Paul, if people want to leave suggestions throughout the week for this show, is there a spot?
We're gonna make a spot. We'll do that. I know a lot of people love leaving the suggestions live, but we'll make a spot.
We won't
Thank
look.
you guys. Here is the spot.
The suggestion spot. Too late? Is it too late?
It'll.
Never.
Sam, I don't know. Are you taking us out? Am I taking us out? What's happening here?
You're taking us out, Paul. You're
I don't
taking us
want to
out.
go.
Paul.
There's so little in my life.
I'll talk forever, but then Sam will be like,
We know.
"Hey, we're going."
One, 2, goodbye.